Hey guys, Fatty and Natty here. Just kind of wanted to give a bit of an intro to what I plan on doing with things. I plan on, going forward with these videos. At the end of these videos, I want to give a stat screen, right? Like an old Doom stat screen. Doom, Quake, Rise of the Triad. Like, how did I do? That type of thing. The weight, I want to update the weight weekly, and every day I'll put a list of the exercises I did on there and how many sets and how many reps per set, right? As you may know from watching, going forward, most of my sets are going to be 10, or most of my things will be 10 sets of 10 reps. It's just how I've kind of developed my workout routine. But there are going to be instances where I have like one set of like 3 reps. For instance, I pushed a 725-pound squat press. That was one set of 3 reps. So you'll see stuff like that. And if you, like I said, just at the end of the video, it'll be there. And to kind of give my stats as it is right now, I'm 6'3". I am 26 years old. I am a man, as you probably could no doubt tell. And I weigh 311 pounds at this current moment. I somehow weigh more than when I started working out, but my face has gotten slimmer. My clothes fit just a little bit better, so it could just be bigger muscles. I don't know. Maybe I'm delulu, as they say. Maybe I'm fucking delusional. But, But yeah, just wanted to give that, and hopefully you guys enjoy this little journey of mine of losing weight. So I'll be catching you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of this video. Hey there guys, it's Fatty Natty coming at you. It is bright and early, very bright especially. It's bright and early on a Monday morning, 8:30. It's 8:30. Usually I go in earlier, but I woke up later today. Oops. It's upper body split today. You'll find I'm a very simple guy. I'm not like these other fellows who have these really intricate designs for muscles. Right? They have like Sam Sulek. He has like really specific muscle groups. Obviously he's huge, but he started from a skinny fellow, or skinny fellow to being a massive fellow. I'm starting from a fat fuck to going down to hopefully being a relatively muscular fellow. I did it once before. But we're here to do it again. We got off track. Got a girlfriend. You know how it is. My berserk hoodie, Guts, he would not be happy with me. If he was real, Guts would be disappointed. He'd be like, come on, Austin, what are you doing? And I'd be like, Guts, I don't know what I'm doing. And he's like, I know. That's the problem. But regardless, we're going to the gym for an upper body split today. Mondays are upper bodies, Thursday are upper body splits, and Tuesdays and Fridays are lower body splits. I got Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday as rest days for now, just to kind of get me back in to the whole gym thing. Even beforehand, when I lost the most amount of weight, I didn't even go to the gym. I didn't even hit the Iron Temple. All I did was just free weights. That's all I really did. I just had dumbbells weighted from 15 pounds all the way up to 60 pounds, and I just worked with those every single day, just doing basic dumbbell exercises, dumbbell rows, dumbbell incline presses on my gaming chair. At first it was a Blue Whale gaming chair, then it turned into a Razor gaming chair. I did dumbbell incline presses on that, overhead shoulder presses, lateral raises, concentration curls, reverse curls. I did push-ups, I did planks, I did crunches, I did floor presses with the dumbbells, and then I also did martial arts. I did a bit of Wing Chun Kwan. I studied on my own. I didn't have any masters. I didn't go to any dojos or anything like that, so it wasn't official. I wasn't sparring. I just learned it not to beat the shit out of people, but I learned it for weight loss. So that's how I did it the first time, and then I started going to the gym the second time. It just has more access to really expensive equipment that I wouldn't be able to afford otherwise. Go figure. I mean, you hear my mic. I'm using my Beats Power Pro or whatever. Power Beats Pro, whatever they call it. For now, eventually we'll upgrade to the Lavier. The iPhone 14 and the Power Beats Pro setup right now will do. Oh yeah, it'll do. Oh yeah, it'll do nicely. But either way, you know, it's our time. Our time is now. We go gym. Now my car is in gear, and now we start driving. I'll see you at the gym. So we just got to the gym about 20-ish minutes ago. Did 10 sets of 8 reps on a T-bar row. I'm currently doing concentration curls. I'm feeling pretty good. In between concentration curls, you know, Sam Sulek gave a good bit of advice where you do wrist curls and you know, like this, right? You know, just a little bada bang, bada boom, and it's these, right? To help give some big forearms. But really, it's also to help grip. You want that gorilla grip, okay? That gorilla grip. And bigger forearms, you know, why not? Because it'll help. It'll only help in the long run. Eventually, you know, you get to a weight where you just need lifting straps regardless. But it's cool to help with your grip. You know, you never know when you're gonna fall off the top of the cliff, like a cartoon character. You gotta hold there. You know, you never know. So that's what we're currently working on. We'll be working on other things soon. I believe I forgot to mention the fact that I'm doing drop sets right now. Started at 55, managed to get 5 reps on that. Finished the other 5 reps with 50s. Then did 10 reps of 50 on each arm. Now I'm down to 45s. Hopefully we'll be able to get 4 reps of 10 on 45s, but you know, this is the beginning of a progressive overload, so we'll just see how it goes. So yeah. Workout really put your boy in trials and tribulations. My forearms are burning. They're burning. But speaking of burning forearms, I tell you what. You ever played SMT, Shin Megami Tensei? It's a fantastic game. Played through one recently on the PSX, with fan translation in English patch. Then now I'm playing through SMT2. I'm really digging them. I dig SMT1 quite a bit. And I'm digging SMT2 even more, even though it's like a labyrinthian thing, right? I'm excited to try Strange Journey again, because the first time I did it with password demons like a baby. But hopefully we'll be able to do more than just that. You know, played through SMT3 that was my first one, Nocturne. I had a lot of fun with it. Then with the 4A, I played Devil Survivor. Then I played Soul Hackers, SMT-ish, Persona 4, Persona 5, SMT1, now I'm playing through SMT2. So, you know, if you ever gone through that series, very fun series. Same thing with Kingsfield. Kingsfield 1, 2, and 3, the original one. Kingsfield 1 being only from Japan, you had to get an English translation for that one. Very fun games. But anyway, I only managed to get 2 sets of 10 on each arm with 45s. A little disappointing, but hey, it's not too bad. We're going down to 40 now. Probably end up going down to 35, honestly, because my forearms feel like they're going to give out. But again, that's not bad.
progressive overload, right? Hypertrophy is what we want. So if I'm getting hypertrophy, that is a good thing. And I had to go down from 17.5 to 15 just now for my forearm wrist curls and stuff like that. Just because my forearms are feeling the burn. They're feeling the burn, but you know, I'll check in with you guys a little bit later. I'm gonna continue doing this workout, and yeah. So it's little wins. We didn't manage to get 4 sets of 10 on 45s. But we did manage to get 4 sets of 10 on 40s. So I didn't have to drop to 35 pounds, which is good. Now we move on to dumbbell presses. So we'll see how that goes. So we just finished up our dumbbell incline presses. Managed to do 80 pounds, which is 40 on each arm for 5 sets of 10, and then 70, which is 35 on each arm for another 5 sets of 10. Pushed myself pretty hard. Pretty sure I hit my hypertrophy zone for my titties. Next we got tricep extensions. Tricep extensions are fun. I like tricep extensions. Certain exercises I'm not a big fan of, but tricep extensions, they're alright with me. Finished up our overhead extensions. Now we're going to move on to shrugs. Today we got 35 in each hand. We're going to be doing 10 sets of 10 as per usual, and hopefully we'll be able to get through those without too much issue. So we're almost done. I believe we're on workout 6 out of 10. We're moving on to lateral raises. 17.5s. Maybe gonna have to drop down to 15s after 5 sets of 10, and then do another 5 sets of 10 at 15. But we'll see. I just wanted to mention, you know, in between these videos, I'm listening to a YouTuber named Mark S&T. He makes like really long form content, like hours long, always typical content. And it's really good for stuff like this where you're messing around, because I like listening to music and everything, but I also like to take this time because I don't really have much time to watch or listen to YouTube videos typically. So I like to take this time to listen to that stuff and just support my favorite creators. And Mark, at least for me, he has a lot of like replayability with his videos, which is exceedingly rare with YouTube videos. But you know, anyway, we're gonna be moving on to lateral raises, so let's do that. finished our lateral raises. Managed to do, like I said, 5 sets of 17.5s and 5 sets of 15s, both at 10 reps each. We're now moving on to dumbbell rows. The dumbbell rows will be for 8 reps, 10 sets of 8 reps at 35 pounds on each arm, so 70 pounds in total. So yeah, let's get on to it. Won't be recording this one, but we're moving on to the next exercise after this. Now we just finished out the dumbbell rows. Now we got reverse curls and then wrist flexions after that to work the upper head of the bicep and the forearm, and then just the forearm. So I will record these ones out. I forgot to mention that both exercises are, the reverse curls are 10 sets of 8 at 17.5 pounds, and the wrist flexions are 10 sets of 10 at 17.5 pounds. So hopefully it'll go well. At the end of the workout. Ordinarily I would do 15 minutes or 20 minutes of cardio, but I got somewhere to be, so I can't really do that today, unfortunately. I would either do 15 minutes on incline, a 12-degree incline at 2 miles per hour to 3 miles per hour, then increase it a little bit later, maybe to 30 degrees, or even up to 5 miles per hour. But being a fat 300-pound asthmatic guy, you only do so much with that type of stuff. Or I would do type, bicycle stuff. But right now, what I'm about to do is, what is this called? A lat machine pull down. 60 pounds on each side, so 120 in total. Maybe be able to get up to 70 this week, because last week I was able to do 60s pretty comfortably. But again, just like most of my other workouts, it's 10 sets of 10. I'm not going to record this one, I don't think, because there's nowhere I can really put my phone. I don't have a tripod today. But yeah, so I'll be seeing you guys in my car. So we just finished our gym session and everything. I'm back in my car. I'm going to be heading to where I got to head in just a few minutes. But just wanted to talk about some things and just to mention some things. By no means am I any kind of a fitness expert. Obviously I look like the before photo again. I kind of look like the after photo before, and then I look like the before photo again. So I do want to make that known. I don't claim to have perfect form of any kind when I do these things, and I'm pretty sure there's probably better exercises out there to better work my muscle groups and stuff. I'm just trying to experiment and find things that work for me. Just trying to do a body recomp, right? I want my arms and forearms and stuff to be bigger. I want
my muscles to be bigger, and I want my fat to go down, right? So, I mean, the stuff that I'm doing may not work for everybody. I mean, right now, these days, I'm doing an hour, 2 hours, so anywhere between 2 to 2.5 hours at the gym. Beforehand, when I used to do, and when I lost the most amount of weight, I would do about an hour and a half to 2 hours-ish of strength training, which is, you know, just working with the dumbbells and everything. And did as much of a leg day as you possibly can with dumbbells, which is just a lot of repetitious movement. And, you know, another hour and a half to maybe an hour of Wing Chun Kwan. So resulting in about 3 hours of working out. But that was during a time when I had a lot more time on my hands and stuff like that. These days, that's not necessarily the case. I'm finding myself to be all over the place, unfortunately, which may be the case for a lot of you. A lot of you may find yourself in a very similar position where you're having to, like, find a very specific time when you can actually get your workout in. In my case, I am very fortunate that I have the ability to take 2.5 hours for my training. But in my case, I'm doing a fat burning body recomp. So it makes more sense for me to train that much. And I don't want to say I'm intermediate because I feel like I'm still very beginner-ish. But I've been down this rodeo before. I've been down the whole just at home and then at a gym type of thing, where I only spent like an hour to an hour and a half of working out, and then it progressively got more. And then when I came back to the gym after some time, for the first like month, I was about an hour and a half, and then I increased it to about 2.5 hours, just specifically to help burn fat and gain muscle. And of course, the most important part of all of it is diet, right? What can I say? The diet's the most important part, especially for us fatties. And I suppose the skinny fellas too. You have to eat a lot, but for us, you know, for me, I found eating as a coping mechanism to deal with a lot of things I've gone through in my life at various points. You know, ever since I was a kid, I was always a fat kid, right? I was always a fat kid, and I found that eating was something that helped soothe me. And it was just something I always had ready access to, and I never really was denied having an abundance of food. So I used that as a coping mechanism to get through some of the tougher times that I've had in my life and through the tougher experiences. And the same may be true for a lot of you bigger fellows. You know, it just is what it is, and it's hard to come to grips and hard to come to terms with that. And then even when you do, it's a lot harder to stay away from doing that. You know, that's what happened to me again. You know, life got stressful. After I got a girlfriend, things were fine in the romance department, but everything else, you know, there was a lot of life stresses that led to me stress eating again. And because, you know, my girlfriend, she's like 120 something pounds, and at the time I was 230 when I met her. You know, I was almost double her weight, so she had a lot of snacks and stuff like that she can get away with, like, chewing on. You know, not the worst thing in the world. She didn't eat as much as I did. You know, it makes sense. She's 5'4", 120 something pounds. Of course, she's not going to eat as much as a 6'3", 230 pound guy. And especially, you know, as I got more weight under my belt, you know, I was taking her on a lot of dates. You know, we were eating out a lot, so it was a lot harder to keep track of my calorie intake. And then I started slowly working out less and less, which made going out like that not as feasible, because I didn't have as many calories that I could consume, right? And that's just the reality of it. And then eventually, you know, stresses in life and whatnot started getting in the way of me going to the gym. And then I ballooned back up to 330. Now, mind you, I used to be 360 pounds, but I ballooned back up to 330 pounds. And that was, did I say 330? I mean, if I said 330, I didn't mean to say that. I ballooned up to 300 pounds. And that was around the time, I was like, all right, I got to get back in the gym. I can't keep doing this. I got to start tracking my calories and stuff like that. I got to start tracking my macros again, because I don't want to get back to the size or even further beyond what I used to be. And I also want to be muscular. Like aesthetically speaking, for my own personal preference, my girlfriend, you know, she'll say up and down that she'll love me regardless of how I look. You know how it is. You know, you love somebody, you're going to say that. But personally, I don't want to be in a position where, you know, I'm a big fat goober and she's like, I still love you even though you look like fucking Jabba the Hutt. No, I want to be I want to be more muscular, more bulky, muscular wise, and less bulky fat. I want to have my clothes stretching in my biceps, my shoulders, maybe even my chest, not my fucking gullet, not my love handles, you know. But you know, I try to work out in the morning before I have to do literally anything else. I go to my office and I do my work there. And I have, you know, the rest of the day to get all my errands that need to be done, all the work for my job to be done. Then I get to hang out with my girlfriend. Sometimes I have to go do more work in the evening. Sometimes, that's not all the times. It's only 3 out of 4 days of the week that I usually have to do that. And then even then, it's no big deal. Then I get to hang out with my girlfriend some more. And luckily my girlfriend is very nice, and she likes, you know, just the time that we spend, even when I'm playing, you know, goofy games like Kingsfield 1 through 3. When I was playing through all that, you know, we just sit there and I'm playing and we're just talking the whole time. Or, you know, I'm just mentioning how goofy the game is. Or the SMT games I've been playing. You know, since I've been with her, I played through SMT If, SMT 1, SMT 2, and Soul Hackers. Yeah, I played through those 4 since I've been with her, and I played through Persona 5. And, you know, we just sit there and we, you know, do that, you know, because just as it is important to work out, you know, and you'll hear this from anybody who knows anything about working out. You know, Noel Diesel, when Joe Static was still here, rest his soul, you know, he would also mention this type of stuff. Sam Selleck, Sean Narlow, I can never get his last name right, I apologize for that. But, you know, all those guys will always tell you that rest is just as, if not more important, than actually going to the gym. And pacing yourself reasonably and not getting into these fad diets as well is also very important. You know, having one of the big things that helped me lose a lot of weight, and I'll keep reiterating as we go on along in this journey, but, you know, I got put on to Stealth Health Life on Instagram, and all those recipes of low calorie, high protein and stuff like that, mining the macros, mining the calories, and like food that is filling. So a lot of people make the mistake, and the reason why a lot of people, you know, and you see like this stuff in the fat talk and whatnot, you know, the TikTok fat realm or whatever, the fat dimension, you'll see a lot of this rhetoric, you know, about how, like, you know, they're like, 90-something% of diets fail. Well, that's because a lot of people do fad diets, I reckon, right? Mind you, I'm no nutritional expert or anything of that sort, but it just, a lot of people, they don't go about diets the right way. They'll do some weird fad diet that is unsustainable, or they'll try to do another, like, and when I say unsustainable, I mean either it's stuff they don't really like, stuff that, and they're kicking out stuff they really like, or it's just financially not sustainable. You look at keto items, a lot of keto items are pretty expensive. They are more accessible these days, but they do cost. And when you're feeding yourself or anyone else, you know, it starts to stack in terms of cost. So the sustainability in those two realms fall flat, and it's just not reasonable to keep going like that. And going through Stealth Health Life's Instagram stuff, and like just seeing, and then, like, you know, of course, all the other wonderful people, not necessarily him, I just can't think of their names right now, all those other great people, when they talk about all these like wonderful recipes that they come up with, that was a very sustainable diet when I was at my lowest in weight, and my leanest, and, you know, whatnot. They were very sustainable, quite frankly. It didn't cost a whole lot of money. It cost about $80 a week to keep me afloat with that stuff. And I will admit that is a decent chunk of change. You know, what is that, like $320 a month in groceries alone? But for me, it was sustainable, and it still is sustainable. But going through that, and then also just finding like things that are like snacks and stuff like that are protein-based snacks. You know, Quest has a lot of stuff. They have those cookies, they have those little Reese's cups things, the protein bars, various other things of that nature. Going through and finding that stuff, and then protein shakes, you know, whey protein powder, and then just like Fairlife has like really nice stuff, like their elite protein, 42 grams of protein for like 220 230 calories. You know, that's really good. You know, that's a nice chunk of protein right there, and for not a whole lot of calories. And if you you know, like today I burned 2,700 calories today, you know, which is average, because, you know, I did actually have time to do my 15 minutes of cardio, but 2,500 for the strength training, the muscle training, and then 100 and something for my cardio, which I just did a bike, you know, whatever. I either do bike or treadmill. It really depends on the day and how I'm feeling. Today I felt more bikey, so I went to the bike. But, you know, going through all that stuff and finding all the really cool protein things that you can find that help things along as far as macros, because I'm trying to do a body recomp and that type of thing. If you're trying to build muscle of any kind, macros are pretty important, and they're going to be something that really assists you in building muscle properly. The other thing is just keeping in mind, you know, just because you are you're doing a calorie deficit, you know, you do got to mind your macros and everything, but that doesn't mean you have to kick everything that you don't like out, or that you shouldn't be having out, right? One thing that I'll have, and I have fairly often, and even at my leanest I had pretty often, was a venti Java chip from Starbucks, right? Not quite milkshake level of calories, you know. The milkshakes get up to 1,000 calories or something like that. You know, some days I can spare the expense in the calorie department of having those, as well as the macro department, but that's not all the time. But the Java chip is pretty comfortable because the way I order it, it's only 280 calories. You can get it down. I mean, it starts around 500, and you know, you kick some things off, it will come down in calories. Milk options, how much like sugar syrup they're using, how much if they're using whipped cream, stuff like that. It'll kick down the calories. But you know, stuff like that, you know, I didn't have to kick. You know, I do have a bit of a sweet tooth. I do like to have some sweet things every now and again, and I find that satiates my sweet tooth, as well as other foods that I enjoy. You know, I mean, I've always loved chicken and stuff like that, so I don't have any qualms with eating like a mostly chicken-based diet. But you know, going to Chick-fil-A, like you can go to Chick-fil-A if you've worked out, you know, all day. You know, obviously be mindful because you know the calories will stack very quickly if you're not careful. And obviously sustainability, again, financially it may not be viable, but you know, you can go eat these different places and not have a huge detrimental effect. And as anyone who knows what they're talking about will tell you, is the most important thing is your weekly calories, right? You know, because like day to day you're not going to really be able to see a huge change, but week to week you will. You know, because you got to account for day-to-day weight fluctuations. You know, have you shit? How much have you eaten when you go to do your weigh-in? This, that, and the other. What do you have on when you weigh in, etc. You know, but at least with oh fuck, I lost my train of thought. Damn, I had something good going good too. Oh, the the daily versus the weekly. Yeah, daily you can't really track it very well, at least not efficiently. And some days I eat less, like a lot less. Some days I eat at the calorie mark I'm supposed to. Some days I eat a lot less. And mind you, I'm going off of MyFitnessPal, right? I'm sure there's some better apps out there. I don't know if any of you guys have any better app recommendations. Let me know. But for now, MyFitnessPal works plenty well for me. It's a little bit worse than it used to be. Before you could do the barcode on a thing, and that was fantastic. But they made that a premium feature because of course they did. I mean, I guess, you know, they get that bag, I suppose. But yeah, so you don't, I mean, best thing you can do as far as diet is concerned is, you know, track your calories, you know, just being mindful of what you're eating. And a lot of people, you know, intuitive eating, you know, that's a big thing. Intuitive eating, you know, it's kind of full of shit. All it is just like, you know, it's like I'm a little hungry, so I gotta go eat something, I gotta snack on something, and a lot of those snacks are just not filling. That's like one of the other sustainability issues that people find, is that they're just not eating anything that's filling. I find high protein things very filling. You know, if I drank, you know, the other day I drank like 2 fucking protein shakes in a row, and you know, I felt very filling. You know, I was farting all the time. You know, because I think I have a slight allergy to milk. Slight allergy, nothing to the point where I'm shitting my brains out in the fucking bathroom, you know. But still, that stuff is, it's sustainable. You gotta find a way to make these things sustainable so that way you don't crash your diet. You're not gonna go in and be like, I'm only eat 500 calories a day, and then you fucking you do it for about a week and then you hate it and you go back to eating how you used to. Or it's like, I'm gonna go fasting today. From what I've seen, fasting does like pretty much nothing. I'm sure there is scientific evidence out there that proves otherwise, because like I said, I'm not a well of knowledge like that. I just know what I know, and what I know is what I know. But just because I know what I know doesn't mean that what I know isn't always right. So if there's any scientific evidence about fasting out there that will prove me wrong about saying that fasting might not be the best idea, by all means, please let me know. I have no clue. But what I do know is, going on keto, going on, paleo, carnivore, whatever, these other diets that people go on to lose weight, more often than not, they just end up eating a lot less calories than they usually do. That's all it really is. They'll lose a lot of weight, and then it's just a direct result of them having ate less. So it's really just one of those kinds of things. But anyway, I don't want this to be too long. I'll probably break this up into different segments on my Instagram page, because the recording says 17 fucking minutes right now. But so thanks for watching, guys. I'll be catching you later, and hopefully I'll have more things for the Instagram page and everything. Maybe a YouTube channel should be well on its way in the future, but not right now. Anyway, I keep saying it anyway. Thanks for watching. It's very, very brand new Instagram. If you could share with people and stuff like that, you know the things. Hopefully, some of the things I'm doing, some things I'm saying, make some sense to you guys. Feel free to disagree or agree with me in the comments. As you know, call me a fat fucking moron. I don't know. Fucking, that video of that kid talking about the insults. He's like, call me meathead, fatso, and then the fucking dude's like, butterball, lard ass, call me all those things. I don't care. I'm losing weight. I'm in the gym to lose weight. I'm tracking my calories, so I'm on the right path. No matter what anyone may say, the path is correct. Anywho, I'll catch you guys later. Tomorrow is our leg day. Very important for testosterone building. So I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. On this video, tomorrow will be my leg day. Chances are you may see this cut into different segments and posted to my Instagram, but tomorrow will be my leg day, because today is Monday. So catch you guys later.